Donald Trump threatened that he's going to ban TikTok from the United States. This is an app that people use to make funny videos, dude. Yes, the reasons behind this are quite nefarious. Okay, so the United States and China are effectively in a new Cold War. Ben Norton, Grayzone, does excellent work on this and underlined this point. And one of the things that Trump cited, which is absolutely ridiculous, the fact that you can go on TikTok right now and make a video saying that you hate Trump or that you don't like something he's doing. To them, the way they've worded this language, right, they're saying that this is Chinese disinformation. Even though it's not coming from China or made by anyone in China or made by anyone who's Chinese. Like, just if you say something like that qualifies as Chinese disinformation. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. One of the reasons they're doing this is because Microsoft were in talks to buy TikTok, right? Just like we've always seen, big tech, they monopolize the market. They like to take over other apps. Remember, Facebook bought WhatsApp and Instagram, and then they tried to buy Snapchat, and Snapchat refused, turned down their offer. And, Microsoft, they want to get their hands on TikTok. And this is essentially a way to threaten them, right? It's like, listen, you either let Microsoft buy you, because we're not going to allow any Chinese firms to take over the big tech market. No, that's going to stay Silicon Valley. So you either let Microsoft take you over, or you're banned. You're out. And you remember what they did with Huawei as well? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but even to this day, you can't even download the Google Play Store on it because of the sanctions. And yesterday, I was talking with Rania, and we brought up this point how if you try to open Tinder in Syria, you can't, because it says like, oh, you're not allowed because of the location you're in, and the I called it state-sanctioned cock block. Like, it's just ridiculous, man. It really is. But okay, that's because of the Caesar Act and the other previous sanctions they had on Syria. That's one thing. But this Cold War with China, this Donald Trump sending them a message like, you let our market take over, consolidate, or you're out. TikTok has somewhere around 800 million active users, and since they're so big, anyone who presents a challenge to U.S. technical hegemony is considered a threat. I just find it completely ironic, though, that they accuse the Chinese of spying on people through Huawei or TikTok when all of the United States big tech companies participate in the NSA's mass surveillance program and have been for almost decades now. And we know this thanks to the revelations by Edward Snowden and Glenn Greenwald. Did fantastic work. All of these companies are participants in the PRISM program and have been for years. So I don't think the irony is lost on anyone. I just find it absolutely hilarious how they're wording it like Chinese disinformation. It's almost like the branding of nonsense you'll find from the Democrats, right? Russian interference. Like, it's the same kind of language. It's diplomatic horse manure. Is he actually going to do it? We'll see. We'll see, man. But he hasn't done it officially. He's just threatened to do it. Another thing that you have to take into account with China is that they're trying to undertake this Belt and Road Initiative, which is essentially constructing a trade route throughout Central Asia. It's essentially a modern version of Silk Road. And of course, the US don't like that because they're not involved, they're not included, and China is taking a more dominant leadership role here. Look, man, I mean, to be fair, I think building an economic policy based on mutual respect and cooperation is way better than bombing the shit out of other countries and pretending to deliver democracy and, completely dismantling their infrastructure so you can steal their resources. Yeah, I'd much rather people trade with each other peacefully. Yes. And, the United States, they're afraid because of several reasons, right? Not just because of the BRICS, so Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. Their economy's been growing very steadily for the last couple of decades. But I mean, even these neoliberal metrics, I don't indulge in them too much. But nonetheless, of course, the United States feels threatened, right? They're the world's foremost superpower. They're the hyperpower post-Cold War. And they feel threatened because China has very strong economic might. And this Belt and Road Initiative, now Italy signed onto it. Yeah, it's not good for them, man. They don't want China and Russia selling off their U.S. bonds, decoupling from the U.S. dollar. So don't buy into this whole Russiagate nonsense or Chinese disinformation. This is bullshit. Okay, that's horse manure. The real issue is economics and the United States feeling threatened. It's an empire in decline. There's no way around it.